Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Star Delta 9. I'm going to be making a no-bake peanut butter granola bar, so I thought I would bring you along and share the recipe with you. I hope you're doing well today. The recipe is going to be 1 cup of peanut butter. You can use 1/2 cup of honey, or you can use the alternative, the brown rice bran syrup that I'm going to use. You could probably even use maple syrup, okay? So 1/2 cup of honey, or whichever you choose. You're gonna use 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Of course, you can make that infused if you want. That's your choice. I'm not making mine infused. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. And you can use 3.5 cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of flax seed, little seeds. Or you can use, like I am, 1.5 cups of rice Crispies and 2 cups of old-fashioned oats. So it's a really simple recipe, so I'm gonna put you down and I'll show you how to make it. So we're gonna take a small bowl like this, and we're gonna combine our peanut butter, you can use these for meal prep for lunches, and they last about 10 days in the fridge, and you can put them in the freezer for 6 months. I'm using the rice bran, the alternative, the vegan, 1/4 of a cup. You can use honey. I would suggest honey or this, because the maple syrup might not stick together as nicely. And they're granola bars, so you want them to travel well. And then, of course, the 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Mine was at room temp and it was already melted. And I'm going to add in my sea salt. I'm going to just give this a quick stir. Okay, now I'm going to pop this in the microwave for about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. You just want it in there long enough for it to melt. And then grab yourself a bigger bowl and line yourself a 9x9 parchment pan. I like mine a little thicker, so I'm doing an 8x8. I'm gonna add in the Rice Krispies. I used 1.5 cups of Rice Krispies and 2 cups of oats. I'm gonna add in the coconut oil, or the coconut flakes that I like to have in mine. And I did a bunch of stir-ins, dried fruit. You can add 1/4 cup of dried fruit. So I did sunflower seeds, raisins, mini chocolate chips, and I'm going to add in some dried cherries and the flax seed, 2 tablespoons. So I'm just going to combine this together. These will make about 16 bars, depending on how thick you make the bars. I'm going to leave my dried fruit and coconut for last because I want to see how warm this is. It looks pretty perfect. So you just want it melted. Smells delicious. And I'm going to add this in, right on into the bowl. Make make sure you get all that deliciousness out of there. And then it wasn't too warm, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my stir-ins, which is my dried fruit, my sunflower seeds, and my mini chocolate chips. And I did 1/3 cup of coconut, shredded coconut, because I like that. Your add-ins can be pretty much anything you want. And you're just gonna mix this together. And I'm gonna get this spoon, because it works best for me. And I'm just gonna toss this around and saturate all of the oatmeal and the Rice Krispies. It's a really simple, kind of a dump and go, if you will, recipe, and one of my favorites always. Just take your time. Incorporate all that deliciousness. They smell heavenly. I want to take a bite already. Okay. And then we're just going to grab our pan. Dump this down in our pan. You can make them as thick as you like. I like mine a little bit thicker because I take them to work for lunch. I like to use a pizza thing, and I just flatten them out in this 8x8 pan, and I press them down. All you do is just press them down firmly. You can also use a cup for this, you know, the back of a cup, if you don't have one of these little doohickeys. And I'm just squishing it down, getting it all in all the corners. And that's it, and that's what they look like. And they'll set up in about 30 minutes. You can put them in the refrigerator if you like for 30 minutes. And I'll put mine in my refrigerator, and I'll bring you back for the cut. Okay guys, mine are set and they're ready to cut. So I brought you back. I'm gonna move you down so you can see. Let me grab a board. Grab a cutting board. I'll give you the recipe again for you guys, okay? They cut very nicely, and you can store them in a container like this with a seal and place them in the freezer and take out as many as you need for a few days, or you can keep some in the refrigerator. No cleanup in the pan is another reason that I like making these. I like mine a little thicker. And I'm just going to reuse the parchment paper in the container. And as I cut them, I'll lay some on the end, and then I'll cover it, and I'll lay some more. So let's cut into these babies, shall we? You can certainly cut them as big as you want or as small as you want. I like granola bars that are chewy, not that are going to break my teeth. know that when you have them in the refrigerator over a few days, they will still harden up a slight bit, but they are not a crunchy bar. They are a chewy bar, and that's what I love about them. I think I'll make mine into squares. And they turn out like this. And we'll put some in the container. My goodness. I'm going to put you up. So good. That's why I like the Rice Krispies. So I'm just going to store the little treats in here. They fit nicely. See, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm just going to fold this down and add some more. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. So it made 15 for me. And of course, you know, you lose a little when you cut them, but I love it. And I just tuck my parchment paper down in here. I'm going to take one out to eat. And then I seal it up. And I just pop that bad boy in the fridge. So let's try it, shall we? The Rice Krispies give it a beautiful crunch. The peanut butter, a sweet flavor with the coconut. So your add-ins can be whatever you want. I will post a recipe in the description for you guys. Please try these. Let me know how you like them. I love you guys so much. Enjoy. Namaste.